And it's time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money. Joining me now, Michael Lee, strategy founder Michael Lee, and StoneX chief market strategist Kathryn Rooney Vera. Guys, it's great to have you both here on this Monday morning. Kathryn, I'll start with you. You know, the futures market's trading, even though markets are closed today. We're looking at red arrows as of now. Markets are going to open up tomorrow. Today's, of course, the Juneteenth holiday. We've got a lot of housing data coming up this week. We've got the June home builders confidence index. That's out today, 10 a.m. Eastern time. May housing starts, building permits. That all comes out tomorrow. Existing home sales on Thursday. And then you've got Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell testifying on Thursday. That's the central bank semi-annual monetary policy report. Kathryn, besides, you know, the typical grilling he's going to get from some of the lawmakers, what are you expecting?
Well, I expect housing prices and the input from that into the CPI index to finally show some relief. Housing prices have been coming off, Cheryl, and rents follow suit, usually with a approximate 6 months delay. So I think that's going to be good for inflation numbers going forward. Whether or not we get to the 2% target, that's to be determined. It's difficult to imagine that we get there without recession, or we get there with unemployment as low as it is, with wages as high as they are. So I think the Fed is going to be asked several questions on that front with regard to monetary policy, the capacity to reach the target, and the willingness and commitment to getting there.
Mike and Kathryn, stay there. Kathryn Rooney Vera, I want you to react to this because we're just now getting these statements. Antony Blinken's holding a press conference over in Beijing right now, and he basically says, this is just one headline, Blinken, he said he raised U.S. concerns shared by others about China's, quote, provocative actions in the Taiwan Strait. He also says that they talked about Ukraine. Blinken says he reiterated China playing a, quote, constructive role for peace in Ukraine. And then they also talked about economic policies between the two. So he's been asked all these, reporters are asking these questions, Kathryn. But, Bill Gates was Xi Jinping met with Bill Gates, Kathryn, before he met with Antony Blinken. Xi Jinping put him off until the very end to even agree to a meeting. And so now we've got Antony Blinken, saying, well, here's what we discussed. Our power seems to be really diminished with China.
Well, yeah, and it's no secret that there's been quite a freezing of the relation between the U.S. and China. That's absolutely no secret. The fact that Blinken is even there, I think, indicates some softening of that friendship. Not friendship even. I mean, this is a competition to be top dog in the world, and China is desperately trying to get above the U.S. My concern is that this is a geopolitical risk. Could be the next conflagration on the global scale when and if China decides to move. I think the Biden administration has come to the idea and come to the conclusion that this is a political threat, not only to Taiwan, but to the U.S. and the world as a whole. China is a threat. It is an enemy. It's not a friend. And I think it's fantastic that, that we're over there and talking to them. But the fact is that we need to have a strong arm with China and not look weak.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, obviously, so far, all he said is, as far as wrongfully detained U.S. citizens and those facing exit bans, they talked about mutual interest. So we're going to continue to follow this press conference coming out of Beijing. We'll bring our viewers any comments as they come from Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Michael Lee, Kathryn Rooney Vera, great to see you both this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.